students, this is plus 1 accounts class. Today we will start new chapter 12 in your book special purpose subsidiary books. Previously we have discussed about the subsidiary books, that which are subsidiary books when for each transaction, for every type of transaction, one separate book is open, that is known as subsidiary book. Like for cash transaction, we prepare the cash book that we have discussed in the previous chapter. How to make the cash book? Only cash transactions are recorded in the cash book. When cash comes in the business and when any payment will be made in cash, that transaction will be recorded in the cash book. For credit transaction, say if any cash purchase is there, if we are purchasing goods and we are paying cash, that will be recorded in the cash book. If we purchase goods on credit, अगर हम credit पे goods purchase करते हैं, then where we record these transactions? In purchase book. Okay, so cash book is the main subsidiary book. It is used in every business mostly. When credit purchases are so many times, then they open the purchase book also for the record of the credit purchase transactions. Fine. Like purchase book. One another book is there, sales book. If there is cash sale, that we record in the cash book, but for the credit sale, we should open the sales book. Fine. Now after that, purchase return book. For when we return the goods that we have purchased, any of the reason that are not according to the sample, they are defective, bill is that invoice is not okay, then we can return the goods. That transaction we will record in the purchase return book. And one another book is sales return book. When any customer return goods to us, that will be recorded in the sales return book. Beside this, one more book, bill receivable book and bill payable book is maintained, but that is not in your syllabus. Okay. After that, one more book is journal proper, that I have told you. In journal proper, we will record those transactions which are not in the category of in these books. Cash transaction we have recorded in the cash book. Credit purchase, in cash transaction we record the cash transaction in cash book. Credit purchase we will record in the purchase book. Credit sale, credit means udhar. Credit sale we record in the sales book. And purchase return we record in the purchase return book. And sales return transaction we record in the sales return book. We are receive any bill receivable, that we record in the bill receivable book. If we accept any bill, that we record in the bill payable book. That we will discuss, one separate chapter is there that about the bill receivable and bill payable. In that we will discuss in detail. Okay, now these books are not in your syllabus. Now if any transaction that are except these, इसके अलावा कोई transaction है, that we will record in the journal proper. For example, if I ask from you that if business has purchased any assets on cash, then we will record this transaction in cash book. But if business has purchased assets on credit, we purchase assets, not purchase goods. Purchase books, in purchase book only credit purchase journal proper. Fine. So like this, so many transactions are there that are not in cash book, not in purchase book, not in sale book, not in purchase return book, and not in sales return. For that transaction, we will use a journal proper. It's just like a simple pro forma of journal 5 columns that we have discussed in the journal chapter. That same journal pro forma we will prepare in the journal. Fine. So now first of all, we will discuss about the purchase book, that how purchase book is maintained. Okay, let's start. Yes students, this is the format of purchase book. This is the format of purchase book. Total there are 10 columns in the purchase book. Okay, first of all, in the center we will write heading purchase book. Then first column in every pro forma is of date. You know this thing. Second column we will write the particular. In particular column we will write that from whom we have purchased goods on credit. It means name of supplier. Name and address of the supplier we will write in the particular column from whom we have purchased goods on credit. Then ledger folio, that where we will, on which page number we will record this transaction on ledger book. Then voucher number, number of bill that we have received from the voucher number. Second begin invoice number. Invoice number we will write here. Invoice number matlab that bill we have received from the supplier. One number is there on bill. That bill number we will write here. Okay. And here we will write next column of detail. Detail, it means that if you have received any trade discount, then we will deduct the trade discount. Now anybody can tell me that whether we will receive cash discount or not? No, it's a credit transaction. We will not receive cash discount on these transactions in this book, because only credit transactions are recorded in the purchase book. We will not receive cash discount on credit transaction. Cash discount we will receive only when we will pay cash. Okay, so only trade discount will come in the purchase book. Then how much amount of purchase? If with purchase we have paid GST, paid GST is known as input GST, that we will also record here. Input CGST, input SGST, input IGST. These 3 GST we will record here. And last column of total, that how much amount we have to pay to the supplier. Okay, so these are the format of purchase book. 10 columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Date, particular, ledger folio, invoice number, detail. In detail, so you can say for calculation, and how much amount of net purchase. Then how much of GST, CGST and SGST or IGST. In every transaction, if transactions are within state, in same state or transaction, then we will pay CGST and SGST. If transactions are from another state, then we will pay only IGST. That we have discussed in the GST chapter. After that, total of purchase and GST we will write here the total. Okay, fine. One thing keep in mind that in purchase book we will not record any cash purchase. Two things keep record in the purchase book. Okay, cash purchase. And one more thing that I have told you, that if any assets purchase, whether it is a cash or credit, अगर हमने कोई assets purchase की है, whether we have purchase on cash or credit, that we also not record in the purchase book. Only one thing, that credit purchase of goods. Only this thing we will record in the purchase book. Besides this, if any transaction is given to you in the question, then leave that transaction. Fine? Okay? So let's start about the that how to prepare the purchase book. One question we will discuss. We will solve one question. Open your book. We will do illustration number 2. Open your book. Illustration number 2 we will solve. One charges are there, freight charges. If freight charges are given to you, then we will not mention here that separate one. Freight charges, if we have paid per freight on any purchase transaction, then that we will record in the journal proper. Okay? Yes, students, open your book. Second illustration. Example number 2 we will solve here. Purchase book. Enter the following transaction in the purchase book of Superior Cloth House. That business, which type of business? Cloth business is there. Okay, so cloth is our goods. If we purchase anything except cloth, that will be not recorded in the purchase book. Fine, so keep this thing in mind. Okay, and assuming CGST and SGST same rate is there, 2.5%. 2018 first transaction in on April 4. Purchase from Radha Krishan and Sons of New Delhi, wide invoice number 305, 100 meter cotton cloths, 200 per meter, 80 meter woolen cloths, 500 per meter, and trade discount is 20%. If nothing is mentioned that whether it is a cash or credit transaction, then it is assumed that it's a credit transaction. Otherwise, invoice number is given. For the cash transaction, invoice number की जगह आपको cash memo number is given. So invoice number is there. So it means it's a credit transaction. First of all, you will write the name of supplier, Radha Krishan and Sons. Okay. First of all, you will write the name of supplier. And what we have purchased, 100 meter cotton cloth. 100 मीटर कॉटन क्लॉथ रेट क्या है पर मीटर का? एट द रेट ऑफ 200 पर मीटर. ओके, देन टोटल इज 100 मीटर we have purchased and cost of 1 meter is 200. Then total amount is 20,000. That we will write in the detail further. Got it? Now we have purchased from same supplier 80 meter woolen cloth at the rate of 500 per meter. Then total cost of 40,000. 80 multiplied by 500. Okay. Now we have purchased of amount goods of rupees 60,000 and we have received 20% trade discount. Then less 20% trade discount that we will mention here. Okay, that how much? 20% of 60,000, 12,000. It will come 48,000. same state is there, okay, then we will pay the CGST and SGST. Okay, same state is not yet. That from Delhi we have purchased. Okay, CGST rate is 2.5%. CGST at the rate of 2.5% and SGST at the rate of 2.5%. Delhi is a union territory. Okay, so same place we have purchased. So CGST and SGST will be applied here. 2.5% of 48,000. It will come. You can calculate here that 1% of 48,000 is 480. 2%, then again 480. 0.5 means half. Half of this, 240. And do total of this, it will come 2.5% to you. Okay, it will come here that 1200. Fine. So like this you can do your calculation easy. 1% everybody know that 1% calculate करना है, then 20 cut कर दो, it's 480. It's 1%, it's 1% and it's 0.5%. Total is 2.5%. Okay, then total of 2.5% of 48,000 is 1,200. And same here that we will add. Okay, then total amount we have to pay 50,400. Now this one transaction is completed. That first of all you will deduct the trade discount. Then after deducting the trade discount, which amount we have received, on that amount you will apply the CGST and SGST. Fine. Now amount of purchase is, this is amount of purchase 48,000, CGST 1,200, SGST 1,200, no IGST. अगर हम CGST and SGST लगा रहे हैं, then no IGST will be there. Okay, and total amount we will write here 50,000. Fine. Now one transaction, record of one transaction is completed. Fine. Very easy chapter. Now second transaction is given to you, that purchase from Raghuveer Prasad, company of Kanpur, UP. Now state has changed. Now we will apply IGST. Invoice number 240. That invoice number is given to you now. That we will write here in the invoice column 305. We have purchased from Raghuveer Prasad and company. Date is 12 April. 12 April. Raghuveer Prasad and company. First of all you will write the name of supplier. Okay, then the invoice number is 240. Fine. Now detail you will write that which type of goods we have purchased. 50 meter silk cloth we have purchased at the rate of 600 per meter. Okay, total of this is 30,000. 6 5s are 30. Okay, then after that we have purchased 40 meter cotton cloth at the rate of 250 per meter. Then total is 250 multiplied by 40, 10,000. And we have received 10% trade discount. Total is 40,000. We will less trade discount at the rate of 10%. On 40,000 we will apply trade discount. It's 4,000. 10% if we have to find out 10%, then cut 1 0. 1%, then cut 2 0. Okay. That we will deduct trade discount 36,000 and add 5% IGST. Why 5%? Because rate is given to you in the question that CGST and SGST rate is 2.5%. Then rate of, always the rate of IGST is equal to the total of CGST and SGST. 2.5 and then 5% IGST of 36,000, it will come 1,800. अब इसको कैसे आप इजी कैलकुलेट करोगे? 10% of this 3600 and 5% we have to calculate, then half the 3600, it's 1800. Okay, add this, it will come 37,800. now right here amount of purchase is trade discount less करने के बाद जो amount आती है that is amount of purchase. No CGST, no SGST, put blank in that column. IGST 1,800 and total is 37,800 that we have to pay the Raghuveer Prasad and Company for purchase the following goods. Okay. Now next transaction is given to you in the question that on 20th April purchase from Modern Furniture House. Modern Furniture House, we have purchased furniture, that is assets. Leave this transaction, we will not record this transaction in the purchase book. Okay, that we will pass the journal entry in the journal proper for this transaction. Fine. Now on 25th April purchase from Hari Om and Sons of Gujarat. Now again IGST will be applied. 100 meter woolen cloths, trade discount and freight charges are also given to you. Leave the freight charges. For the freight charges we will pass a journal entry at the end. Okay, then next transaction, I should rub this only amount we need. Okay, detail I will rub this, no need to do the total of detail column. Total we have to do only these 5 columns. Okay, now next transaction, it is on 25th April. Name of Hari Om and Sons. Hari Om and Sons. But we have purchased 100 meter woolen cloths. At what rate we have purchased? 600 per meter. Net amount, total amount we have purchased 60,000. 600 multiplied by 100. And trade discount, less trade discount we have received at the rate of 15%. Then 60,000 cut 10%, 6,000. Then add 5%, 3,000, and total is 9,000. Okay. Otherwise 60,000 multiplied by 5 divided by 100. Percentage. You know, I think that how to find out the percentage. Freight charges we have paid. For that we will pass one journal entry at the end of question. That freight charges account debit. Input IGST. He is of Gujarat, so we will pay IGST. On freight also we have to pay the IGST at the rate of say 5%. We will deduct, it will come 51,000. 5% of 51,000, it will come 2550. Add this, 53,550 is the net amount that we have to pay the Hari Om and Sons. Okay, in purchase column you will write this amount after deducting the trade discount, no CGST, no SGST, and 2,550 is IGST, and in total column you will write the total of purchase and IGST. Fine. So these 3 transactions we will record in the purchase book like this. After that, do total of these 5 columns. Total of this, it will come to 1,35,000. Put to line, close. Okay, then you will this is 1,41,750. Okay, so this is our purchase book. It's very easy chapter. 4-mark question will come. 4 books are there in your syllabus: purchase book, sale book, purchase return and sales return. Okay, one question is sure of 4 mark that will come. It's of free marks. Okay, so do the questions of purchase book. Okay, only 2 questions are there of purchase book. You have to do these 2 example and 2 practical question in your fair notebook. Okay, thank you.